So yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'll make 1,000,000 friends and I'll have 10 bartenders and all that stuff. But anyway. Good morning, y'all. So it is about 9:30. I'm getting up and I'm gonna move in to my room. That's all my crap over there. Some of you have pointed out that on shorter sailings I don't actually unpack anything but my hang-up clothes. But on longer sailings it makes more sense to me to fully unpack because I'm gonna live here for 10 full days, you know. So that's the plan for this morning. Should only take me a few minutes. I packed pretty light. And then I guess food. I'm gonna get some probably lunch at that point. I think I'll go up to Park Cafe. I'm not sure what time that opens. I think it's like 11 or 11:30. So a couple hours from now, which should be perfect timing for me to be hungry. I'm actually up early enough to go eat breakfast, but I'm not hungry. So yeah, I'm gonna unpack and we'll go from there. It's a sea day today. The first of many on this voyage. So I'm gonna go explore the ship a little bit more, maybe lay by the pool or something. Solarium if it's too hot. But yeah, I'll of course take you with me. We'll see what we see. We'll do what we do. And we'll talk soon. All right, y'all. So it's a little bit too early for lunch, but look who's right outside my door this morning. Hi, Henry. Good morning. We'll talk soon. So the buffet lunch selection was a little bit limited, unfortunately. I kind of find that surprising since it was so great on Enchantment, but maybe they're just kind of like getting things figured out these first couple days and it'll improve. But anyway, I'm trying to find a good bar, so I'm kind of hopping around, you know, doing that, but yeah, so far so good. We'll talk soon. So I made my way into the Schooner bar. I figured I would give them a second chance. They still didn't have Dos Equis, but they had plenty of other drink options there, so I had a few rounds of drinks in there. I actually ended up hanging out in there for a while. They had some trivias going on. I didn't participate, but I did, you know, sit in and watch. It was pretty chill vibes in there, and that's not surprising. That tends to be like kind of like a fan favorite. I'm usually more of a fan of Boleros, but they didn't have that on this ship, so Schooner it was. And I chatted with the people at the bar around me, but after a couple of hours, I decided to make my way back down to my room. All right, y'all, so I stopped back in my room to drop off a bottle of water for later tonight, because last night I was really needing one. I've mentioned before that it makes sense to bring a tumbler with you and fill with water. I did get this with the drink package, though. But anyway, so I'm going to put this by my bedside table. I was going to put it in the fridge, but I forgot that this class of ship doesn't have a fridge at all, at least not in the interior rooms. I'm not sure if the bigger rooms have them, maybe the suites. But yeah, so something to think about if you want, you know, cold drinks. That's probably not possible in your stateroom here on Vision of the Seas. But anyway, I'm gonna go up to the pool deck now and chill out up there for a little bit. I grabbed a burr, to drink. They didn't have Dos Equis at Schooner again, but I did enjoy hanging out in there. Although there was some banter between the bartenders that led me to believe that maybe they're not like the most cohesive team of people, or maybe it was like a joke, like, you know, they're just jokingly passive aggressive with each other. But either way, I was kind of like, wow, you guys are intense. But anyway, more stuff to come. We'll talk soon. You could have been a handle, something on my feet. You know, you could have been a broom. You smell so sweet. Alright, y'all, so here I am in the solarium with I almost said gin and tonic, that's a lie. I don't drink that. Anyway, Tito's with Sprite. And I haven't found a bartender yet. And what I mean by that is not that I haven't found bartenders that will serve me, because that's obviously happening quite frequently, but what I mean is I haven't found a go-to person, you know, that just is going to take care of me every time I show up. It's just sort of a mission of mine to find a good bartender, you know, as soon as possible on a cruise. And it's taken me a little longer this cruise. So I found a couple of people that I think might be contenders, but we just haven't quite made that full connection yet. But soon, I'm hoping. But yeah. Cheers, friends. We'll talk soon. So I grabbed a slice of pizza from Park Cafe, and I hung out in the solarium for a little while, and then I decided to go do a couple of laps around the walking track. It's always good to throw in some exercise when you can, especially on a long sailing like this, and then I made my way to the lobby atrium where they were doing a dance class.
And walk, 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 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes.
The dance class continued, and the people that were participating seemed to really be enjoying it. That was something that I noticed on Enchantment of the Seas also. They always had this like on a daily basis, and the participation rate was pretty high every single time I saw it. I never got up there and participated because I have 2 left feet, but it's still nice to observe other people having a good time. I decided to sit at the R bar and watch because I was sort of getting to know the bartenders there pretty well, and I had a Dos Equis, but the bartender informed me that that was the last one, and then he recommended Red Stripe. Red Stripe is a Jamaican beer, which I'd never actually tried before, so it's not really similar to Dos Equis, but it's still light and refreshing, and I actually ended up liking it a lot. Alright, y'all, so I just went to the solo meetup thing. I met lots of great women. Not that I'm trying to meet men, but there were like no men there besides me. But anyway, shout out to Michelle from Raleigh, and Jennifer, I think her name was, from Southern California, and a couple others that I talked to. Sorry if I forgot you specifically. But anyway, so I'm going to dinner right now, I think. No. So the captain's having a, like, toast in the lobby atrium. So I'm going to go do that. And then I'm going to dinner. I have my time dining. I mentioned that I messed that up. So I don't know how much I'm going to be eating in the MDR this trip, but I talked to one of the managers earlier in the restaurant, and he just said, show up, your solo will fit you in. Because I was going to make a reservation or whatever, and he was like, you can if you want to, but you really don't have to. So anyway, I'm just going to show up whenever. But I guess I'm going to get fancy because tonight's like dress to impress night. So I would like to try the MDR. I know the menu's going to be really good tonight. So we'll see how it goes, but we'll just play that by ear. But anyway, I'm going to change for dinner. That's the whole bullet point here. But more to come, and we'll talk soon. All right, y'all, so it's dress to impress night. I'm not wearing anything that you haven't seen me in before, but, you know, still looks pretty good. Sorry for the wind. I don't actually know if this footage is going to be useful because it's very windy. But anyway, we have the captain thing right now and then dinner after that. But, yeah, we'll talk soon. Pretty much every single time I try to record outside, it's windy like that. Maybe I'll get one of those like wind diffuser things for the microphone at some point. But from there I made my way into the lobby atrium, and everybody was already starting to gather for the captain's toast. I know this was a common thing before COVID, but then when things were more restricted and stuff, they had sort of taken this away, and I had really enjoyed the captain's toast on Celebrity Infinity last year, so I thought it was cool that they were bringing that back. The captain was hilarious, and he introduced us to some of his senior officers, and then I realized there was a theater show about to happen, so I made my way in there for that. I know it was singing and dancing based, but I don't remember a whole lot about the show because I didn't get a whole lot of footage, but I thought it would be a good thing to stop in there and check it out on my way to dinner.
There's no way I could ever
Alright, y'all, so I was gonna go to the room to change, but it's actually too late to do that. We have the LGBTQ thing happening right now, so I'm gonna stop by, see if it's any better than last night, and we'll go from there. But yeah, hopefully people will actually show up tonight, because that would be awesome. But anyway, yeah, that's the plan. We'll talk soon. All right, y'all, bedtime. So the LGBTQ event was actually eventful. Quite a few people over there, but I got shy. There also wasn't anywhere for me to sit, so I kind of had to sit far away, and it's in the Centrum, so it's not really clear, you know, who's there for the event and who's not and whatever. So after about 15 minutes, I gave up. But I had a drink down there, and I chilled and interacted with a couple of people. But now it's time for bed. It is after 10, and I'm tired. So yeah, bedtime. Another good day, great sea day. Tomorrow's also a sea day, which is interesting. You don't normally get 2 in a row right off the bat like that, but you know, it's kind of the perfect itinerary for me in a sense, because it always takes me a couple days to get kind of like my feet wet and warmed up to the idea of, you know, meeting people and hanging out. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'll make 1 million friends and I'll have 10 bartenders and all that stuff. But anyway, stay tuned. There will be another episode coming out shortly. But anyway, I want to thank you all so much for traveling with me. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and y'all have a good night.